Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Prox right here, and we're back for some more of the Twilight Princess HD Let's Play. If you guys did miss out on the last one, well, we are here now in the Palace of Twilight, and we're gonna have to step foot into the dungeon part of everything that's gonna happen here, for what this episode is gonna be. Now, there is gonna be two different parts here in this dungeon, and we do have to pick up on two different particular items that we're gonna have to go and use, so that we can go and bring these items back to the very beginning part of the said place of the Palace of Twilight, and that is gonna be something known as a soul. Now, later on, when we go and have to pick up with these said souls, there is going to be a said type of enemy that's going to be coming out, almost looking like in a way of like how like a wall master or like a floor master kind of works around. But this one in particular wants to go and try to grab those type of souls, and they're going to be very frustratingly annoying to be able to try to backtrack heading on throughout here. But if you guys do go and see, is that around within this area here currently, is that there's a lot of this type of shadowy fogginess type of stuff that's going on right now. We don't really want to be heading off into that area right away just yet, because again, we do need to go and pick up with those souls, and that light that's going to be inside that said soul will actually make sure that these type of shadowy foggy stuff is actually going to be able to just disappear, and we can be able to walk on into those said places. Now, just be on the lookout, because there is going to be a said heart piece that we will have to go and find while we start making our way and backtracking into some stuff. Now, I'm not going to show you guys every single type of thing that's going to go on here within the said Palace of Twilight, because, as you guys may recall, there's like a whole bunch of other different like Twilight Princess videos that are out there out on YouTube, and for me personally, I just kind of want to just make sure to edit all the things that are going to be very important and highlight it throughout here in this episode, so that I can just at least tell you where some of the important things are going to be, so that we can just at least jump into, well, for where we need to go for that Zant battle at some point, because I'm pretty sure I think we are going to have to face off with Zant, because Ganondorf is much later on at the very tail end of this set game, but I'm pretty sure we have to go and fight off with Zant first, because he's kind of like, I want to say at least somewhat of like another type of man antagonist within the game. It's kind of like having Aghanim, I want to say, like from Link to the Past, but then you don't really realize that that Aghanim also is kind of intertwined with Ganondorf as well, so Ganon is basically kind of like the last guy that's going to be there, Link to the Past. But anyways, let's just go and drop all the way down over here, and I'm pretty sure that this is where we can find one of the, many of the other different stamps here. Now, I don't know if this is going to be something of, like, the last of stamps that are, like, somewhat in order here, but this is going to be another one that we can go and search for, so here we go. This is the Angry Midna stamp. I don't think we ever really picked up with any of the angry type of stamps, though, so that's going to be the first of many that I believe that we have went and picked up, so far throughout here. Now, within these two videos for today, not only are we just going to be doing out here with everything of said of Twilight Princess here in the Palace of Twilight, but we are moving onwards into some more of, I want to say Persona 4 is going to be all about for Persona 4 Golden. Currently right now, we're still waiting until another person or whoever is going to be showing up onto the Midnight TV that's going to happen. So all that we're just doing right now is just doing a whole bunch of social linking. I know that we went to complete off with Kanji very early in the game, so we have a lot of different type of things to go and get ourselves finished, so that we can at least be able to just kind of tackle a whole bunch of things out of the way. So yeah, so if you do see that weird type of ball right there, where that type of hand is at, well, that's what we're going to have to go and pick up with. But before we can even do anything right now, we do have a hologram of Zant to go out and battle. And there's actually not one, but two times that we're going to have to fight, well, basically fight off with this guy here. Now, this dude right here with this big huge ball that he has, he is going to basically just be able to transport or teleport some of these other different enemies that are going to be here, just spawning out like a whole bunch of these type of enemies as we go along through this way. And I would kind of probably strongly kind of recommend on having the Great Spin throughout here, but unfortunately I think for me, I forgot to pick that up, because I don't think we ever really went our way to get the Great Spin just yet. I know that we had the Halloween Stone for it, but we just never really went all the way over to it. And that would have probably been a great help to just knock out all those different keys like right out of the way, but it's alright. But after a little bit of time of doing some battling, Zant is now down and out, and he's going to send out all this weird black fogginess that is showing up here, and I have no idea what that is going to be entailing, but we want to make sure that we stay far away from that, because we do not want to turn into Wolf Link, because there's going to be some different scenes that are going to happen where that black fog is going to be making its appearance, and there's going to be some ledges that are going to be very hard for us to try to climb. So if we get ourselves attached into that, then unfortunately we can't really do anything about it with having us as Wolf Link. Because Wolf Link can only deal with only having like enough amount of ledge that we could at least be able to climb up, but if it's a little bit too higher up, we can't really do it. Now, all you have to do really is just like hit the hand or just use the claw shot or literally just do anything with it and you'll be able to just go and just open it up right away. Now, while you start moving away from it, now this hand's going to start waking up and it's not going to be a good type of feeling here. Now, you can't also stun this wall master or whatever type of hand that's here, so you can't actually be able to make sure to not let him try to chase on after you, because he is a little bit annoying. For right now, here in this beginning area, he's not too entirely bad, but the second half, while we go through the second part to find the other soul, then that's when it's going to become a little bit more of an issue. But right now, we're at least like somewhat okay. So all that we're going to have to do is come around over here through one of these type of shadowy waterfalls here. And now we got ourselves with a full-on heart container. So only just 2 more other different heart containers to go and find. And we are all set to go. Alright, so and not only that, but with having the soul here, you can go and bring back some of the different other type of regular citizens here of this area all back to normal. And while we actually do have this said part already taken care of, now we do have a little bit of a platform to reach off to the second phase of this way. So with all that being said in mind, let us go ahead and reach off all the way over to there. Now, these platforms are going to become very important throughout the next half of this said dungeon. Now, this could get a little bit tricky in some ways, but again, it's not all as bad. It's just that there is going to be some of these weird type of little switch things that you're going to have to use the soul for to at least light it up, and then it'll kind of take you to the other treasures, such as another heart piece that will happen. But I'll show that off as well within our way out here. Now, be careful of the Zant head that's going to be here. There's going to be a whole bunch of these guys, since this is basically the dungeon of this place. There's going to be a lot of these dudes out here, and mainly most of the times whenever you see these Zant heads, these will normally bring out with the chest that you're going to be needing anyways. So if you do see one of those, then you already know that you're on the correct path. So just gonna make sure to go and grab that right away, and we got the key. So now we can at least move into another particular part. Now this one could get well, I think, no, was I thinking of a different area, or is this the same one? Because I know that there's like a lot of claw shots that are gonna happen at some point, and I don't know if this is the one or not, or that was just back in the very beginning part, but I'm pretty certain I think it's gonna happen here. But anyways, after a little bit of some time and knocking throughout all the different Zant heads, I think there is just one more that we have to go and do. And just like that, I'm pretty sure we should at least be able to get a treasure chest somewhere around over here, and that should at least take us into maybe the key that's here. Now, around within this area, there's also a dungeon map as well, so we can go and pick that up if we ever do need to. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the area where there's like a lot of claw shot spots around over here, and you could get yourself like a little bit confused with all the different spots that are here, but the main one that you want to make sure for is to go and search for the one that has the key with the locked door. The other door we can't really go and return back to unless if we decide to use one of the Soul of Light to actually at least somewhat return back to that area. Alright, so here we go. And let's head into the next phase of the hologram Zant. So basically this is going to be the same type of rinse and repeat fight. Nothing really ever does change around over here. Except that the only one thing that changes is that he doesn't really send out bats, but he actually does send out the Twilight Deku scrubs that are out here, or the Deku Baba plants that are out here. Yep, and there he is again with that annoying ball again. Yep, so now he's going to be spawning out all of those guys here. But after a little bit of some time, we got some Shadow Beast battles. Now, this is where you are going to have to probably go and use Wolf Link here. There's a whole lot of these guys. But, again, we've already faced off with so many of them from before that we should at least be able to just go and just destroy out everybody that's there. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to be running into a very annoying problem where, like, Zant likes to just basically teleport back and forth between each other. I believe he's also going to do that in his regular normal form as well. So, that can become a little bit of an issue, but I think we should at least be able to handle that out. Alright, so just like from before, we got the soul. We have to go and make sure that we have to pick it up. Unfortunately, us being Wolflink, we can't really go and do anything about it, which that sucks. I really wish that you'd be able to go and use the soul to at least kind of like have it like grasped onto like Wolflink's mouth or something. You could just be able to just carry it around, but I guess that doesn't really work. Alright, so after having to do a whole bunch of backtracking, the main big thing that we do want to go and do is cut back all the way over here to the very beginning and head all the way over to the left-hand side. And while doing so, this is actually give you the last of the many of the heart pieces that are going to be here. And we're going to make sure that we go and pick that up right now. And just like that, we got our piece of heart, and there is just only 5 more remaining of the 5 pieces of heart, and I'm pretty certain I think there is 1 more heart container, so I'm pretty happy about with that. Because I'm pretty sure there has to be one, I think, over in the Hyrule Castle area. I think so. But let's just go and keep on moving back here, and just right around in this location, there is going to be a hidden platform here, and this is now going to take us all the way back to the very beginning. And once we actually do have both of these 2 type of souls, we will now have our Master Sword fully now powered up. And now we can be able to go and take out any of these type of shadows that are going to be around within this area. And I'm pretty sure we are going to have to use it for the big gigantic shadowy type of waterfall that is out here in the very beginning of this said area. There we go. There's another citizen back together now. And let's just make sure that we go and put both of these 2 balls back to its regular places out here. So yeah, it's a very short dungeon. Nothing really anything too crazy about with it. But I have to say, for me personally, is that I kind of wish that like Palace of Twilight was a little bit longer in some ways, because it would have been really neat to see some other things that went on within our way of that was going on out here. But I think just like that, we are going to end off with here for Twilight Princess. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. And of course, peace.